couldn't hear me because I was trying to block out the wind. That was something. Hey everybody, welcome to another session of Tony Talks right here on YouTube. Please do not forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. And please do not forget to follow me on Instagram, Facebook, Tumblr, and Twitter. All of that on Tony Talks. I very rarely go on Twitter. Like, it is so rare. I'd probably say I've been to Russia more times than I've been to Twitter. But I've been to Russia before, so bad analogy. Anyways, can you hear me without all this damn wind? That's what I'm concerned with. Why I went and did this video, because I wasn't supposed to, but I was on a roll. But this is what I talk about when I'm talking about constellation dating. Dating based on the natures of each other. By birth, I am a Scorpio. My mother is a Capricorn, so that makes me a Scorpio Capricorn. I possess both natures, so it's kind of like having two different dynamics living in one vessel, one shell, and you switch between the two natures. So sometimes you act like a Scorpio, sometimes you act like a Capricorn, sometimes you act like a water sign, sometimes you act like a earth sign. There's really no telling which nature is going to dominate the next nature within the next second of the next minute of the next hour, within a day, from day to day, week to week. Sometimes and I know the difference. I can definitely tell the difference between the two dynamics, especially since I've been paying attention more. Like Earth, sometimes I'm, like really strong, really like firm and solid, and I can just, take on the world like I'm tough, like Earth. But then there's these times when I'm like water. I'm here, I'm there, I'm here. Usually in my emotions, my ideas. I'm gonna do this idea, and I got this idea, and I got that idea, and I got this idea, and just all over the place. And then there's times when I know I'm being all over the place, but life is calling me to, be firm, be solid, be tough. And that's kind of like when, the Capricorn nature comes in and takes over, and then all of a sudden I'm strong. Hey, let's go, ready? Let's fight. You gotta fight. I'm not a fighter, but when you have to fight against life, and fight against negativity, and you have to fight against just bullshit. You gotta be tough. You gotta be strong. And so, like I say, I feel like I'm being pulled between these two dynamics, and really that's the case with a lot of us, we have these two dynamics, like these two different natures, two different personalities, like just pulling and tugging at each other, and you just never know who's gonna be who, like if you are a water, air nature person, one of the things I talk about a lot is where you'll feel like where you can be monogamous, but if you didn't have to be monogamous, it really wouldn't matter, or wouldn't care. Like, you might have moments where you want to be in a relationship, and then there's moments where you don't want to be in a relationship, you just want to play the field. That's normal, actually, because that's your two natures. You might be that Libra and that Cancer, so you got air and water pulling and tugging, rolling around, whatever the elements do, however they interact with each other in a person, in a vessel, because we are vessels. And so, you might think you're going crazy, but you're not going crazy. That's just, the two natures pulling. Then you have some people, I think, blessed in a sense, because, they're born, let's say you're born a Taurus, and your mother's a Taurus. Well, you're a full Taurus, you're a full earth nature person, so you're going to be, just more determined, just a very, very solid person. Outside, you're going to seem like a rock, and on the inside, you are a rock, tough. You can put up with a lot of bullshit, and there's nothing pulling, tugging, because that one thing, you could be a pure Scorpio, you're a water nature, probably will find that you're super emotional and all over the place. You probably do think you're going crazy, but you're not going crazy. It's just you have that emotion that's in full effect. It's just water. You have the nature of pure water. There's nothing else there to balance it. So it's called like a balance. You're balanced, in your nature. But if you are a fire nature and a water nature, it's not gonna be a balance. You're not gonna be balanced, because you have two different, natures, two different emotions coexisting together, and these two don't coexist well at all, because fire and water, So that's kind of like what constellation dating is. We are trying to pair ourselves with the person that will best suit or fit or complement or coexist with our nature, because everything has a nature. Every living thing has energy, and every living thing has a nature. So we're trying to now find someone based on how our natures are going to coexist with each other. So air and fire coexist very well together. Fire can be whatever it wants to be, and air won't get burnt. In fact, fire can't touch air in a sense. Fire can't burn air, and that's why the two elements coexist so well, and that's why we have people that are of the fire and the air nature. They coexist so much better. And then you have your water and your earth. These two coexist in unison. Why? Because earth holds water. So if you are a water nature person, what you need to do is date somebody that is an earth nature, because earth's nature is to hold you, is to hold, cradle, like a pot. The pot is made out of earth. And what does the pot do? It holds, whatever's put inside, even if it was more earth, it was still holding, So, if you're a water nature person, this is the nature that you need to be with, because water, regardless how you want to put it, water in its liquid form has to be held. It has to be held by something. And if you look in our reality, what holds water? What is holding the water? It's earth. So that's why these two natures coexist so much better together than, let's just say earth and fire. What's going to happen when we put fire and earth together? It's going to create, where a situation where the earth is going to get burnt, it's going to get scorched, So these two, while they do have to live together, we all have to live together. We all have to coexist and work together. We all have our respective places within Mother Nature. But at the end of the day, what two natures coexist much better than the other natures. So that's why I always say, if you are a fire nature person, you should be with a air nature person. If you are a water nature person, you should be with somebody that's of the earth nature. Now, I have to dedicate this video to a woman by the name of Monique, because Monique taught me everything that I know. I just have a different way of explaining it. She is the guru of it. She can, pick you out by your exact month, where I can only narrow it down to the 3 months within the realm of that nature, earth, wind, water, fire. So when we were talking about it, men being exact replicas of their mothers, they not only carry their nature that they're born with, but they have their mother's nature. Why? Because we, all of us, are the material of our mothers, but men are the material of their mothers, because you were an egg at one point in time, and you were activated by your father. Fathers are activated, so that idea of sperm being a baby is not true. It's like a battery. That battery goes inside the egg and animates it and becomes, us human beings, replicas of our mothers. And so, being a replica of your mother, you also have her nature, So, women are different. They have their nature, and then they have mother nature, But men, you have your nature and you have your mother's nature. So when I was thinking about it, I was like, well, if I have my mother's nature, then if that comes into play in my regular, being just an individual, then that would probably come into play if I'm in a relationship. Makes sense, because it's true. It's true. If you are dating a man, whether you're a man or a woman, you're dating another man, you're not just dating him, but you're dating his mom. So if he's a Scorpio and his mom's a Leo, then you're also dating a Leo. And if some people say they don't get along with Leos, or I don't get along with Leo, I don't get along with Gemini, but if you are a person that doesn't get along with Leos, then you might want to look at that, because you're going to get some Leo behavior at some point in time in that relationship. It may be 24/7. His mother's nature may just be that strong and that overpowering, because you really don't have any control over what his nature is going to take over the other nature. But you're going to deal with some Leo behavior. If you're dating a Pisces, let's say you're dating a Cancer. Cancers are easy going, go with the flow type people. But you're dating a Cancer, but you forgot to consider that his mother is the Aries. The Aries, they have very combustible behavior. They have very combustible natures. So you can set that off at any point in time. Somebody can set it off at any point in time. It doesn't necessarily have to be you. And So here it is, you're in this relationship with this person, and you have these moments where everything's like cool, easy going, relaxed, and then somebody got his time wrong. Somebody said something wrong, did something wrong, violated this man in some type of way, whatever it is that he sees as an offense. And then all of a sudden, this combustible behavior just comes from out of nowhere. He might have broke something, he might have threw something, he might have, busted a window, and you're like, what happened, Because he's usually so, calm and cool and collected, and, doesn't seem like he has much emotions, because, if you're a water nature person, we're masterful at hiding our emotions. We are probably one of the best at doing it. We're not the first, we're definitely the second. We can hide those emotions, like water. What does water do? It hides things. It's so deep that you can't even see, unless the water has, a transparent character, but you have this combustible behavior. You're like, whoa, what the hell is coming? It's coming from the Aries. He carries his mother's nature. So at some point in time in his life, throughout the day, throughout the hour, throughout the minute, second, whatever, he might start acting like his mama, depending on what happens. And then, once that issue is over, he goes back to being the Cancer, easy going, go with the flow, non-confrontational. These are some of the water characteristics. And I don't even know why I went and did this video, because I wasn't supposed to, but I was on a roll. But this is what I talk about when I'm talking about constellation dating. Dating based on the natures of each other. Yeah, of course, I want you to look good. I want you to be handsome. I want to be attracted to you, physically, of course. I like what I like still, whatever I, like in a man, I'm still gonna like, but, I'm now taking into consideration his nature, and not necessarily his looks, and not necessarily where he is in life or where he is socially. I'm looking at the nature, which is tied to the behavior. I want to know if this person's behavior is going to be something that I can deal with. I can't date a fire nature person, because I don't like the combustible behavior, and it's not a knock against them. That's just how they are. That's just their nature. A air nature person wouldn't be bothered by it. Okay, blew up, okay, cool, and they'll keep you moving like air. But water, we're sensitive. No matter how you look at it, water is sensitive. Even if you took gasoline and poured on water, and you set it on fire, of course fire would appear, and it would heat the water up. It would change the temperature of the water. So water is sensitive, and so therefore, if you're a water nature person, you're going to be very sensitive. If you're a water nature person, you'll be very emotional. Water has emotion. Right now, the wind is blowing so crazy. Hopefully, this video turns out great. I would hate for it not to, with all this wind going on, but water's emotional. Right now, the wind is blowing and the water is going in every direction you could imagine possible. So you're going to be emotional. The emotions are here, they're there, they're up, they're down, they're left, they're right, all over the place. But water, what happens when you have water? Water, you can either see in it or you can't. And even the most transparent water, even the most clearest water that you can find, depending on the depth, you're going to lose sight. You're not going to be able to see completely, down that deep. So, that's why water nature people are so good at hiding their emotion. Not that they're not emotional, trust me. There's a lot of stuff going on the inside, but you just can't see it on the outside. And you would never know it's present unless, told you. Most of the times we're probably not going to tell you, because water nature people are known for being secretive. People would probably say we're secretive. But we are. We are secretive. We can be secretive in a good way, or we can be secretive in a bad way. Secretive in a good way means I'm being secretive of this because I don't want to hurt your feelings, or I'm being secretive of this because I don't want you to be hurt, or I'm being secretive because I'm doing some dirt, doing some shit that I ain't supposed to be doing, but I'm being secretive about it. Or we can be just transparent, where we just want you to see everything. There's nothing to hide. There's nothing there for us to hide, and we can be as revealing as we possibly can, but there's still gonna be some things that you're not as clear as the water can be, depending on the depth. You're still gonna lose some sight. You're not gonna be able to see all the way down. So that's just like a brief synopsis of like what the water nature is. I'm gonna come back and actually do the water nature. Well, you know what? Water nature people are very sensitive. So they're sensitive to other people's sensitivity. We always think that the other person is probably going to be just as sensitive as we are, and so we kind of tiptoe over emotions sometimes. Now, I know there's going to be somebody out there to say, well, Tony, I'm a Cancer, I'm not like that. And I'm going to say to you, go right back to your mother and consider the nature of your mother. She's probably 9 times out of 10 some type of fire nature. But you know what, guys? I think it's getting ready to rain, so I am definitely going to get up out of here. But that's just a brief synopsis. I'm going to come back and do the water nature for real. But it's getting ready to rain. I got to go, and I don't want to get caught out in this rain. I really don't. It's getting ready to pour, and I was really supposed to be going to the store to get my cookies, and if it rains, I might not be able to go to the store and get my cookies. And I would hate for that to happen, because I didn't buy my cookies yesterday. I took a break, and I've been doing pretty good, physically, considering I've been eating all these cookies. But I didn't get my cookies last night, and I don't know. I had like some feelings of separation anxiety, and I guess maybe the cookies also are a comfort food. I can kind of see why people look at food as comfort food, because when you are going through situations and let me just say, most people that consider food to be comfort food are probably a water nature person. But I can see how food can become comfort food, because when you're in your emotions, you feel some type of way, and you don't have anyone around so fucking awesome if you got like depressed about life and then all of a sudden you just like went on an eating binge of carrots and celery and fruits, you know? Why don't we see healthy food as common? I wonder why that is. Is it because we know we're not supposed to have it? Because we know it's not good for us? I gotta have to ask yourself, does that kind of spill over into